This is Breakthrough Radio.
Hello all. I know you haven't heard from me in a while. This is a brief announcement to catch you up on what's been going on at Be Limitless and what's going on with the podcast. The podcast is not dead and it has not been abandoned. Don't worry, if that ever happens, I will let you know. It's only been a bit quiet on the platform because we've just been so super busy. The only reason why you haven't heard from me in a while is because I've been personally looking after our own inner community. We've had back-to-back workshops and the logistics to getting to the podcast have simply been enormous. If you've worked with me before, I make it very clear that I put a lot of time into those who make the effort to put the work into themselves. In the last few months, I've been very focused with working with the Satori groups, the Chalice groups, and I've been producing content for them, writing articles, having Zoom conversations, and creating more private podcasts for those individual groups while being busy with the normal day-to-day stuff. We normally take about a month before we embark on a Satori for the Vista experience. And then we normally take about 2 or 3 weeks when we get back from the retreat and before we go into the next workshop. This past period hasn't been anything like that. Over this past period, we completed a breakthrough, then we had a week to prepare for Satori, and then we were away for the Satori. And once we returned, we only had a week to basically settle the dust, and we were straight into the next breakthrough. And of course, in between all of this, it's been working with our coaching clients and having some emergency coaching and a whole lot of counseling and all of that stuff in between. So not to worry, we haven't forgotten you and we definitely haven't been neglecting you. But anyway, it's been fantastically busy. Now before we left for Satori, I could have actually predicted this. I could have predicted this before we left for the Satori retreat. And it was on my mind to leave a message on the podcast that we wouldn't be available or that we wouldn't be posting episodes or there wouldn't be any activity. Of course, I completely missed that one. Anyway, we are here now. So I'm just here to let you know that there is so much more coming. I'm currently busy building a mammoth podcast. I mean, it's more like an audiobook than a podcast. This thing's huge. I'll be sharing that with you as soon as it's done. Of course, in the meantime, there will be other podcasts. We will be publishing a lot more episodes as soon as they come back from the mastering and the editing process. There really is so much more coming down the pipe that this podcast channel will not be done soon. For those of you who have asked questions, I'll be answering those questions, and there is a whole set of brand new topics coming. For you who have been supporting the podcast in the meantime, thank you so much for supporting the podcast. Thank you so much for your love and support, and we love you for that too. Really. Thank you so much. Please keep up the good work and stay tuned. From here, consider yourself being updated and informed about what's happening and what's been happening, and keep an eye out or an ear out for the next episode. Not to worry, it is coming soon. So, until you hear from me, until then, thank you so much, and we'll chat soon.